This week on The Big Fat Truth, teachers. Nobody touches more lives than a teacher.
You can hear my voice pop once.
But when teachers give everything they have to their students, what's left for them at the end of the day?
I really don't eat meals. I feel like I have to be doing a million things at once. Coffee. This is a meal.
They demand excellence from their students, so why can't they demand the same from themselves?
It's shrimp and cheese.
In a recent poll of careers directly linked to weight gain, teachers ranked third. So it's no surprise that over half of all teachers report gaining significant weight on the job.
The weight started to slowly come on a couple pounds, and then all of a sudden, it just all came on at once.
It's time to take these teachers to school.
You don't want to be last. Let's go.
And show them the steps to a healthy lifestyle.
Take your time, girl.
I'm doing it.
You got this.
It won't be easy.
I really don't understand the whole thing.
This is one of the things we have to learn to do, deal with real life.
But for these teachers, there's no room for failure.
The blood results came back and I'm like pre-diabetic.
I'm JD Roth. As one of the creators and executive producers of NBC's The Biggest Loser and ABC's Extreme Weight Loss, nobody understands the psychology of losing weight better than I do. What if I told you that all your health issues, pills to fix those health issues, and your family history of diseases could be wiped out? In fact, all you need are 10 days.
Find out how on The Big Fat Truth.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You guys must feel very at home here.
Somewhat. Just on the wrong side of that.
Yeah, you are on the wrong side. That's true. I look at teachers as kind of the unsung heroes of America. You know, you guys are responsible for so much of our youth today, and they need it.
Absolutely.
The kids that become the next astronauts, the next leaders, right? They're in your classroom. And that's a fantastically large responsibility. And so I can understand why when you get home, all of you are emotionally depleted from giving everything and then having nothing left to give yourselves. So I've got good news for you. I'm giving you guys the day off today. You are not gonna be teachers today. You're gonna be my students. And I'm gonna be your teacher. Well, let me walk over and kind of connect each one of you to the subject that you're gonna be taking today. So, Sherelle.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm gonna take you to history class.
Okay, uh-oh.
Lisa, were you good at biology in school?
Not really.
Okay, then we'll give you biology then for sure.
Awesome, thank you, sir.
Brianna, you strike me as a bit of a numbers person.
I can count to 10.
Perfect, math it is. Okay, I'm taking Johnny right to geography.
Oh my gosh.
And let's see, Jenny, what does that leave you with? Health class. Lisa, let's take you to biology class.
Okay.
When we took your blood, the biology or the science behind your blood scared me. Your LDL, which is the part of your cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that you want to be as low as possible, is actually one of the highest numbers we've ever had, at 159. Healthy range is under 100. Wow. If ever there was a time to look at the biology of what's going on in your body, now is it.
If I don't start caring about myself, I leave my husband and my 6 kids and my grandkids.
I have 2 grandchildren now. I want to play with them. I want to be there. I have 4 girls. I want to be there when they get married. There's so much disease in my family due to weight gain. It is so irresponsible for me to be heavy, and yet I am.
Jenny, health class. You've had health issues in your life. Can you tell me kind of where you were and where you are now?
I have a fatty liver and it's swollen. If I don't start getting it together with my diet and exercise, I could go into cirrhosis at some point, and I'm determined to change, and I just need the tools.
Well, you've come to the right classroom.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you all those tools.
Okay, good.
So moving on to Johnny. I'm taking you on a little geography tour of the places that you like to go eat.
Sure.
So I made a map of the area that you live in, and all of the red places are the places that you like to eat. The choices that you make at these places, because you told me, are not good ones.
No. When I go to kind of any restaurant, it's always high fat, high butter. So anything that's got cheese or butter in it, I am always down for it.
So you know what you're eating.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
What about that dish just says happiness to you?
I'm 150% extroverted, so I think it's the way I unwind.
I thought to myself, are there other places that you could eat that are within literally a stone's throw of the restaurants that you love? And I couldn't believe how easy it was. So your geography lesson is to kind of reframe the choices that you make and realize, oh yeah, there's another choice I can make, and it's right next door.
You kind of know that they're there, but you don't realize that it is that accessible to you. So it's exciting.
Oh, how I love my numbers. Brianna, math is it's my go-to. They speak to me because in the end, numbers don't lie. So let's do a little math. I want you to come up here and I want you to write the foods that you eat in a normal day from top to bottom.
Okay, so there's definitely an extra large coffee in the morning with like 5 creamers.
Woo!
Then I have a breakfast sandwich, and then there'll be a snack. Usually I eat a lot of what the kids eat. That could be like a mini cereal, sometimes muffins, most times both. And then also there's a lot of hot chips.
What is a hot chip?
But they're chips that have hot spice on them. And so the sad thing is that I don't even like hot chips. They hurt, they burn me. I would say that's 2 to 3. The kids are they're small bags. They look like this. Small bags. Well, instead of the apple on the desk, it's like, here, miss, here's some hot chips.
But if they knew you liked apples.
Do I look like I like apples?
So let's get to the math of the calories of all this. The coffee and the creamer is about 200 calories.
Okay, I thought it was 0. Oh my God, that can't be me. There's no way he's making it up. This can't be true. This food is not fueling me. It's putting the Band-Aids on emotional wounds, but what else other than that?
Okay, my math student.
Oh goodness, really? Okay, all right.
Total it up for us.
Let's see here. This is 16. Did I do that right?
Yes, you did.
Oh, well, that's horrific. That's really bad.
The snapshot of math class is starting to be aware of what you're putting in your body. And when you're aware of what you shouldn't put in your body, it makes you a little more emotionally prepared the next time you go make that choice. All right, take a seat. One of my favorite classes is history. You can learn a lot from history, don't you think, Sherelle?
I agree.
What's your history like family-wise?
So in my family, we are all heavy eaters. My sister and I, we actually live together in the same house. Whenever we make unhealthy choices, we do it together, just enjoying food, just letting food just totally consume us.
We got your blood work back, and you are officially pre-diabetic, Sherelle. And you're a baby step away from full-blown diabetes. I wonder, if you being so codependent with your sister is a good thing for what you're about to go through.
If I see her eating unhealthy foods, then I'm going to want to do the same thing.
Do you have your cell phone with you?
I do.
The way to deal with things is not to put them off. It's to deal with them right now, right in the moment. So you go get your phone, come back here, we're gonna call your sister right now and you're gonna tell her.
Okay. I am very worried if Jamila does not embrace this lifestyle change with me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to be successful. So I think if we were on the same page, it will just be so much better for the both of us. We can help each other stay accountable. So I honestly don't think I can do this without her, nor do I even want to do it without her.
Really?
Hey, Jam, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I just received some news that is not so pleasant. I just received some news that is not so pleasant.
What happened?
Okay, so I've gotten some blood work done just to see, how I am health-wise. But the blood results came back and I'm like pre-diabetic.
Really? No.
And I'm like, we really have to change, because if I'm pre-diabetic and we eat similar foods all the time, I know that you're probably in the same state that I'm in, and we have to change.
Yeah, we have to change. We're gonna do better.
Like, for real.
We have to do better.
And we have to hold each other accountable. I know that Jamila and we have both done this to ourselves. And I just want to prove to myself that I can actually do something beneficial for myself and my health.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm super proud of the way you handled that phone call. You talked to her, you said, we're gonna do this together. As codependent as you are, always look for, okay, well, is it a bad thing or a good thing? In your case, it actually sounds like it could be a good thing.
I'm hoping so.
So I've taken you guys to school today. I'd like to do one more class. And you can all do this subject with me at the same time. Does that work?
That works.
All right, let me show you what class that's gonna be. Can anyone tell me what that class is?
Physical education, PE.
Physical education. Push, push. You got this. Come on. Yeah. Atta girl. Go, Jenny. Good job. You don't want to be last. You don't want to be last, Sherelle. Let's go. You don't want to be last.
I haven't been active in a long time. I haven't run in a long time. So having the chance to get up and start moving felt pretty good.
Brianna, come here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
take one step, you're gonna hold my
I'm
hands.
gonna follow you. I'll go down this path with you. This is the scariest thing for me.
That's why we're doing
This
it.
is terrifying.
That's exactly why we're doing
Okay,
it.
okay.
So I've got your hand. Nothing
Yep.
can happen to you.
Yep.
So all I really want you to do is go like this.
Oh, you make it
That's
so simple. I'm very insecure when it comes to my body. I'm insecure about what my body can do because I haven't tested it in a very, very long time. Like, my brain tells me this is an easy thing to jump on or step on.
Let's start with what we can do. Give me your hands.
It meant the world to me that JD came and held my hands so I could feel safer. That's what we do as teachers. If a kid is overwhelmed with an essay, we walk them through it. And he did that for me. He walked me through. Okay, I want to try it without. Oh, Jesus. I don't know why it's so scary.
Because you haven't done it. Did it.
Okay.
Victory! Victory is ours!
Yes. It was really cool to have somebody believe in me.
See you on day 10.
Let's do
We'll
it.
see you on day 10.
It's the first day of this 90-day journey. I've given all the teachers a 10-day supply of a whole food, plant-based home delivery service called Kitchen Therapy. And because everybody needs support, I've created a social media page so I can keep tabs on everyone and see how they're doing every minute of every day.
When I came into work today, I had leftovers from my teacher's lesson. That was the amount of calories I was consuming every day. So I've decided to make that a goal that every day, instead of eating that, I'm gonna burn it.
Day one and the struggle is real. I'm playing with fire. My mushroom risotto was great, but I sometimes wonder if it's as great as these, which is fine. But we're doing okay. Just drinking a lot of water, and crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. So, here's to day 2.
I am at the hospital. My mom fell. But I figured while I was waiting, since I didn't get to go walking tonight, because I'm here, I would take advantage of this little step and still at least get some of my exercising in.
Hello, everyone. So it's my break time. I am eating my kitchen therapy food. My entire life, I have been overweight. And then my sister and I, we took a journey and we made a lifestyle change. And we both lost over 95 pounds. But within the couple years, the weight started to slowly come back on, a couple pounds, and then all of a sudden, it just all came on at once. I've been blessed and fortunate enough to have kitchen therapy, delivered, but Jamila does not have, that luxury. So I'm a little fearful because I don't know how she's going to cook, nor do I want to be tempted by the various smells in the kitchen when she's cooking. I'm hoping that I can stay on track.
When people are codependent like Sherelle and her sister Jamila, it can be hard for just one person to make a change. I'm worried that without her sister's support, Sherelle's not going to be able to change her bad eating habits. So, I got a little surprise for these sisters that I think is going to make things a lot easier.
Surprise! Hey!
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Jamila!
Oh, she's here.
Guess who's here?
Hello!
me.
Well, you know, is it okay if I come in and sit down?
Absolutely, come in. No.
Let's chat, ladies.
Hey.
There's this word that's the all-powerful word of, you know, codependency.
Right.
And it seems like that's a little bit of what's going on here, is that you guys can get each other into a little trouble,
Right.
and you can write each other on the track as well.
Right.
Because we're
Yes.
a good team.
We are.
And when we put our minds to it, we really can do either bad or good, as you mentioned.
I guess the biggest concern is we hand you food for 10 days. I know everything you put in your mouth for the next 10 days is under control.
Absolutely.
Right, you stick to that. And what I worry about is now you're trying to get your sister on board, and she doesn't have what you have.
And she tried to take what I have. And
She
I'm
did,
like,
right?
no, you cannot have this.
Well, I got a little surprise for you. Can you wait here a second?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Is it a man?
We cannot have just your sister with these meals and expect you to do just as well. So we've matched it with exactly the same stuff your sister has so that you can do this together, which I feel like is the way it's supposed to be.
Thank you, JD. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I have to be honest, it's been tough for me. I've always been taught and told and raised that you have meat in your diet. And so the whole idea of being a vegan or a vegetarian seemed really foreign to me.
I don't want to be too stressful for anybody or cause anybody to struggle, but I'm at a party right now. This is the struggle, you guys.
I really have to get it together and embrace this change and see if I can do it for 90 days.
Those are like cheese sticks. I'm working it out. There's enough vegetables here. I will not stumble, but the emotions are real.
I am back at the hospital to be with my mom tonight. The stressors of my mom being hurt, I comfort myself with food, and I can't do that now. We've all been going rah, rah, rah on this, and it's wonderful, but real life hits. And this is one of the things we have to learn to do is to deal with real life in a different way and not deal with it with the food. It's hard.
Look great, baby. Wow. Go, Shauna, go!
Today, I'm meeting with the teachers to share their results for the first 10 days. I'm hoping that today's results show that all 5 teachers are well on their way towards a lifetime of good health.
Hey, hey, hey. Hi. You know why I love coming here? Because I get to be the teacher. It's so great. Brianna, I'm looking for that number up on the board. Was it 3760?
Yes.
3,760 calories.
I've been using that number and keeping it in my head and trying to match it in terms of physical activity.
And so the physical activity, has that been good?
It's been amazing. I actually just signed up for a 5K. Running, I've always just said, like, fat people shouldn't be running, I shouldn't be running, and now I'm running.
Your face looks thinner, and your
I'm getting
skin.
more of a female George Clooney, aren't I?
The fact is, other people are noticing,
Yeah.
which shows the work that you're doing. So you lost 15 pounds.
Good job.
Cholesterol, 45-point drop in your cholesterol.
Wow.
A third of your cholesterol gone. Went from 182 to 137, and that's only going to continue.
That's exciting.
Losing 15 pounds in 10 days feels surreal. However, I'm more excited that I'm waking up and I'm not in pain. It's kind of exciting that I can read my body now and know, like, good food from bad.
Johnny, I'll be honest with you. Of all the people, I was most worried about you. Because I know out of everybody, you were putting yourself into the most tempting situations, but you didn't stray at all. And the reason I know is numbers don't lie. So you lost 11 pounds, which is great. You were 230 when you started. You skipped the 220s completely and went 219.
Yeah.
Your insulin level started at 13. And in 10 days, it went to 7. And what it shows me is you really stuck to it.
It was neat to like challenge myself to just be open to it. I saw so many more results than I ever expected I would.
Would you agree with that?
I would totally agree with that.
So talk to me, because I saw a video that you put up on social media.
My mom fell and she broke her hip, and so she had surgery, and we were round the clock at the hospital. It was really hard because I didn't know what to do with that stress. I couldn't go in the hospital because I was frozen.
And so frozen, normally, without any support system, you just go to what you know.
Yeah.
And what you know is?
Food. It's damn hard because when life hits, now what are you gonna do? And so I thought, I'm just gonna videotape this. And these guys were great getting on there and supporting me, and I was able to take a deep breath and go, okay, I can go in now and I can do this.
Don't underestimate the power of that moment for all of you, to understand that you have to have a breakdown to have a breakthrough. It's a must. And so we can acknowledge the fact that that was a breakdown. That was a moment, a crossroad, that you could have decided just to go to your old friend, which you know and love, take the food, not tell anyone. It was one day, get back on it the next day, and that was it. But you chose a different path this time.
It was like a victory for me that's like, oh my gosh, I can do this.
I will say your numbers across the board were off the charts.
Awesome.
You lost 15 pounds.
Good, Lisa.
That is awesome.
Which is great, but honestly, not the most impressive number by a long shot. Your cholesterol started at 231. You dropped 63 points in your cholesterol in 10 days.
63 points.
You're 168. You basically lost a third of what your cholesterol was in 10 days.
Gosh. That makes me so happy because those numbers last time, I was scared.
Sherelle, I got a chance to come to your house. It was so fun. And I brought your sister, I don't know if everyone knows this, but I brought her sister the kitchen therapy food for 10 days. And so what's it been like?
We were so excited to see you, and my sister was on board, and she was happy, and we were like, we can do this together. And it lasted for maybe a day or so, and then Jamila has not embraced it as well as I would have expected or hoped.
Oh, no.
So I have made up in my mind that I'm going to do it with or without her this time.
With a sister who's not doing it next to you, it would have been easy to fall off the wagon, but you lost a lot of weight. 16 pounds.
Well done.
16 pounds, Sherelle. So the pre-diabetic part of you, I guarantee you, if you continue to do what you're doing,
And I am.
it will be gone. Feel good?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Thank you.
Jenny, easy or hard? Did you do anything new?
Yeah, no, I mean, this all sounds great. I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, it was hard. It's hard for me. It's really hard.
So what's been the hard part?
The hard part is the meat. It's hard. I miss it, and it's been challenging. It really has been.
I'm gonna take my teacher role a little more seriously, and after I let everyone go, I'm gonna keep you after class. And I want to go over your stuff one-on-one. So 10 days down, I will see you guys soon. Good luck. And Jenny, you'll stay after and we'll chat?
Am I in detention?
Not yet. Not yet, but it could be headed there, I'm not gonna lie. All right, be well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is it that bad?
I don't know, is it?
I feel like I did pretty well. I'd give myself a B.
So if I told you right now that your numbers were terrible, would you believe it?
I don't know.
So the fact that you can say, I don't know,
I
is
hope
is
not.
different than Brianna saying, oh, I know the numbers are good.
Yeah.
Now, why was she so confident?
She didn't go off.
Because she did the work. So the fact that you can look at me right now and say, oh, I don't know, I might believe it's not that good, that's you in your head saying to yourself, hey, I didn't do the work. And so I can't excuse the numbers and say, oh, well, maybe they went up because...
They went up?
Did they?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think they went up. Because I was good most of the time.
Okay, let's go over them. So did you lose weight? Yes. You lost weight. You ate mostly on the plan, and you lost 10 pounds. It's the blood numbers that I look at that freak me out more than you can imagine. Your triglycerides went from 137 to 183. I've never had someone increase their triglycerides. Why would yours go up? I don't know. All I know is your son drove you here today. And as I was walking in, I saw him. I asked him one question. How's your mom doing? That's all I said. And he said, well, we had chicken last night.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I just didn't know what to do. I did have, the chicken, not a lot, but I did have it a couple times, and because I wasn't sure if I was getting all the right protein and how it worked, and I really don't understand the whole thing.
We're gonna fix that. So if you feel like you're on a slippery slope in that side, you won't be for long. Let's get you more education, and let's get you on track with exactly what you need to be eating.
Okay.
Because I believe that if you put your mind to it, you will pull this off.
I do too.
And I'm not giving up on you.
Thank you. Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you. See you later.
Me doing something without Jamila, I'm telling you guys, it's going to be extremely hard. Some of the things that I have seen Jamila eat have been very tempting. Shrimp and cheese, ribs, greens, whatever she does not eat, she leaves on the counter. Macaroni and cheese, tea cakes. This is the first time I think I'm gonna have to really take a journey on my own and make improvements on my own so that I can see a difference. So, help me, guys.
I know Jenny's struggling with the whole food plant-based diet. I mean, she's not used to cooking without oils and meat or dairy. Luckily, I know just the person to help her out.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Chrissy. I'm JD's wife.
My wife, Chrissy. She's a wellness coach and a plant-based nutritionist. More importantly, I think she can connect with Jenny kind of mom to mom and show her some tips for cooking healthy, plant-based meals that both she and her son will love.
So JD said that you were having a hard time with transitioning over to a plant-based diet, which it's hard for everybody, by the way. It's not just you.
I'm just used to always cooking with meat, so I'm not quite sure what to do yet.
So you need new go-tos.
I do.
Before your go-tos, like, okay, chicken, and I'll just throw a couple of things with it.
Exactly, because after working all day, and then I tutor, and then I come home to a hungry teenager, and then he's hungry, I gotta figure out what I'm doing for him, and then that's when you lose it.
You have to plan. And so I wanted to show you a couple of my favorite plant-based cooking techniques and tricks. So one of them is batch cooking. I like to just pick a night and I cut everything up and I cook a ton and then I have it for days. I'll pull it out next week and I have something ready to go.
That's smart. Before meeting JD, my go-tos were cheese and hamburgers and chicken and pizza, macaroni and cheese, like you name it. I mean, everything that wasn't good for me, the all-American diet. So I'm not a very good healthy cook, I don't think.
I eat a lot of quinoa, and I'm gonna show you how to stuff it in peppers and have it for dinner, and I'm gonna show you how to broth saute and make a stir fry. So you take the pepper, you flip it over, and then they're like little cups.
I love it.
I would broth saute a bunch of zucchini.
Okay.
I'll mix it in the quinoa.
Okay.
And then I'll throw some basil in there, and then I'll stuff it into the peppers. So I'll put breadcrumbs, nutritional yeast, put it back in the oven, and then put a tiny bit of sauce on it.
Okay.
You can make these ahead of time, and they can sit in your fridge for 3 days. And
right.
I make these all the time.
That'd be great to take for lunch. Learning all of these tools is gonna help me be successful. I'm a visual learner. I need hands-on. I need to actually do it in order to learn. So just her spending the time with me today really is helpful.
The other technique I wanted to show you is broth sauteing.
Okay.
So cooking without oil requires you to know how to broth saute. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit, and then I'm gonna add my green beans.
So the basic vegetable broths just have onion, carrot, celery.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they have, and herbs.
So you could make it yourself.
Oh yeah. So we just start tossing it around.
This looks so good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw the tofu in there.
I'm just excited because I needed a teacher today. I didn't know how to really expand what I was making beyond salad and a few little vegetables. So she's expanded my menu for sure. That's really good.
Good.
It's hearty.
Because you're getting so much nutrition.
That's delicious. Everything tasted amazing. I was really surprised. Like, I loved it. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, you're
I
so
learned
welcome.
so much from you.
Good, good.
I
I'm
loved
so glad.
everything.
Confession time. I cheated. Queso dip, you guys. Queso dip did me in. Oh, it was the worst. I was at a thing and it was just there, and then I grabbed it. There was only a few and I stopped myself, but you know, it's like queso dip. Queso dip, you will always be amazing. You will always change my life every time. But it is interesting to feel like now that you know better and now that you feel like you understand more, like you're not gonna do it again. So tonight I'm going to another kind of like big friend event. I feel good about it. I feel like I've got a game plan. I might grab like a green juice or something on the way there just to like nurse on while I'm there. It won't happen again. I mean, it might happen. It's not gonna happen again.
Look who's here, huh? Yeah! That's my group of teachers right there. So I'm sure you guys are saying to yourself, you know, hey, JD, what the heck are we doing up here?
Pretty much.
You know, you're at the halfway point. It's 45 days in, you know, to see how far you guys have come along.
Awesome.
So I got 2 surprises while you guys are up here.
Oh, yay.
It's a person I want to introduce you to who I found incredibly inspiring. He's been called one of the 25 fittest people on Earth.
Wow.
It's a guy who decided, you know what, I'm gonna get fit again. He was out of shape, and instead of just changing his life and jumping 1 step, instead of running an Ironman, this guy decided to run 5 Ironmans in 5 days on 5 different Hawaiian islands. Wow. Rich Roll, come on out here. How are you?
Good,
come
man.
on in
So
here.
happy to be here. Yeah, super happy to meet all of you guys. Yeah, I was on the precipice of turning 40, and I had a moment on my staircase late one night where I had tightness in my chest and really fear in my heart that I was on the verge of having a heart attack. We all have a story about who we are or what happened to us or why we can't do this or why this didn't work out. But the truth is, we have a tremendous amount of control over that story. So this whole journey always comes down to mindset.
You just want to rub up next to him, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna rub off, man. He's part of my first surprise for you guys. He's also part of my second surprise.
We get to keep him?
Which is, yes, you get to take him home. And,
Okay, this works.
we're not standing up on this hillside for no reason. Behind me, 165 steps down to the bottom, is a safe. Inside that safe is a $500 gift certificate to the best whole food plant-based restaurant in Los Angeles. The only problem is we've got 25 envelopes with 25 combinations.
Oh, dear.
One of them has the correct combination to that safe down there. So I'm gonna leave the envelopes up here with Rich. We're gonna be way down there at the bottom to get started. When I say go, you're gonna race up 165 steps. So each time you reach the top of the steps, he's gonna give you an envelope. You're gonna try the combination when you get down to the bottom. So if you have to do 3 round trips to win this, you will have walked 1,000 steps. But you may get lucky and pick the right envelope on the first one. So it's a race. For everybody who does not win the gift certificate, we've got snack boxes from Snack Nation.
All right.
Let's go. Come on.
Let's do it.
Z Living Sunday. These chefs' passion for food comes with a heavy price.
With the numbers that you had, most people die in their 20s.
Now, they're in a fight for their lives.
You're a ticking time bomb.
I'm not gonna be around for a long time.
But for one chef, will the pressure be too much?
My life is at stake.
Don't miss an all-new episode of The Big Fat Truth. Sunday at 8, only on Z Living.
On your mark, get set, go.
Jenny, what in the world?
Look at Jenny taking off early.
Goodness.
Johnny is moving.
I absolutely could not have imagined doing this on day 1. I've been to this park before, and I always take the windy, easy path. So this is actually kind of terrifying for me.
25 envelopes. You could pick it right on the first one, or legitimately with 5 people, it could take 5 trips.
I think that's halfway. Rich was talking about this idea of like, we write our own stories. And each step I was thinking about when I wanted to be an athlete. But I never tried. I could have been. I could have been if I had believed in myself.
And Johnny made it to the top first. Could he have the right combo on the very first trip?
Take your time. This is no joke.
I'm an athlete.
You are getting it done. I talked to each teacher, and each of them said they would never try to tackle a staircase like this. Awesome. All right.
Go team,
Back
go.
on down. Or they never thought that they could do it. But what they did do was they took action. I find that to be incredibly inspiring.
Dude, nice work. Now, could this one be it? Open it up. 6,
9,
5. Nothing. No. Trip number 2, Johnny.
Trip number 2.
You can do it.
All right, Lisa. Good job.
Oh, God. I think I still have legs.
Your winning combination awaits you.
All right, hold. Catch your breath. You're here. Catch your breath. Go ahead and enter it. Let's hope it opens. If it opens, you win. Okay. 9, 1, 0, 0, 3 pound. No.
You got it, Jenny.
Look, she went right back up there for more. Brianna, is this it? Is this worth $500?
Nope.
One down, maybe another trip.
Let's do it.
No go. You got it.
All right.
One trip down. I don't know how many more to go.
I have to go all the way back up there. Of course, my legs are shaking by now. I'm totally out of breath, but I have to just push forward, and I know that I can do it.
You already won, right? You just wanted to do this one for fun?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Nope. Ah. There you go, Johnny.
Take your time, girl.
I'm doing it.
You got this.
My legs are like jello.
Johnny's making his way to 660 steps. If this isn't it, you got another trip in you?
I wish. Oh! There it is. I mean, that's crazy. I can't imagine, like, at the beginning of this ever being able to do one of those. I think I could do it twice is, like, kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, great job.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Woo! I'm an athlete.
I'm very impressed, but I do have bad news for you.
There's no bad news, JD. I just totally kicked these stairs' ass. I was able to accomplish something that I would have never been able to accomplish on day one. The fact that I could go up and down these stairs repeatedly and then ask for more, I'm a badass.
Oh,
But
Jenny, how you
unbelievable
doing?
job, you guys.
Hi guys, so it's Friday night, it's 5 o'clock. I'm about to go meet up with some friends. Before I would be getting dressed and as I was leaving the house, I'd eat like a really dense, heavy sandwich full of like protein and dairy. But here's a little bit of a change. Orange peppers and green peppers, tomatoes, a couple different types of lettuce. I didn't think I would get to this point, I guess, with as much success as I've had. Before I would just kind of eat whatever's in front of me. I didn't have any kind of like thought process about overeating. And so now it's a newfound sense of accomplishment and pride and a sense of like self-ability. I'm totally gonna be set for the night. I'm gonna rush out. Have a good night.
Hey, how are you? So I'm here with my sister, and I've been watching her absolutely kill the weight loss game, even with all the bad food that I've been bringing in the house, like chips and hot tamales. Oops. But because of her motivation, I'm starting on Monday. Oh, woo! And I listen to you, JD. I know you know where I live, and I don't want you to come in to get me.
Good morning, everyone. Woo! We're on our way to Zumba. I'm like on cloud 9 with so much energy, so we're feeling good.
I'm waiting for my race to start. It feels like the most beautiful day I've ever seen. I've signed up for a lot of races, but I've never gone. But I got my number, and it felt like I already won. So right off the bat, when I started this journey, I signed up for a 5K. This is something I would never, ever sign up for because running, why? Doesn't make any sense to me. But it gave me a purpose, and it gave me a reason not to go sit on that couch. So family, we officially started, and I'll see you at the finish line. Each day I would wake up, I would tell myself, I can do this. I can do this. I'm an athlete. I can do this. And I started believing it. I can see the finish line. We're not giving up. 3:48. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Who said big girls can't run? I could do anything. I could do it.
"90 days ago, in this very classroom, I started with 5 teachers who became my students. 90 days later, we're gonna see if those students passed my class or failed it.
Hello.
Wow. These are my students right here. If you're inspired by the big fat truth, you can actually join us and start a life-changing journey of your own. We call it the Big Fat 30-Day Challenge. And thanks to Z Living, it's absolutely free. Every day for 30 days, I'll share easy instruction, inspiration, and ideas to help you lose weight and get healthy. Just go to zliving.com/bigfattruth and you can sign up. Now you can make that change that you see happen on the show. And don't miss the Big Fat Truth, Sunday at 8, only on Z Living. "90 days ago, in this very classroom, I started with 5 teachers who became my students. 90 days later, we're gonna see if those students passed my class or failed it."
Hi, JD.
Wow.
Hey! How are you? Hello!
These are my students right here. Look at this. Look at this group of students. Woo! Let me take this all in for a second, huh?
Now listen, I was gonna get you some hot chips. Because you've been the best teacher. But instead I thought, you know.
See? See? There's not much you left to hug, girl.
All right, well, you know, the
Man.
magic of plant-based.
Right? I look at you, and there's 5 perfect A+ students in front of me.
Thank you.
I mean, Johnny, you were the thinnest of the group when you started, and yet you've got a really impressive transformation.
I think I lost 9 inches off my waist, which is crazy.
Are you kidding me? What weight did you finish at?
198. I think my big fat truth is that I'm worthy of having this success. And I know whatever I put my mind to, there's a way to get there.
And Jenny,
Yeah.
I know this classroom, the last time you and I were in it together, maybe doesn't have a great memory for you.
Yeah, I think it was a little come to Jesus moment that I needed.
And to your credit, you asked for help, and we did run your blood work again. And it did come back normal.
Awesome.
And you did change the numbers on your liver. What you proved to me was you're tough.
And this is gonna be a lifetime commitment for me and change. I was ready to walk out on day 10. I didn't know if I could continue and really make the commitment to eat this way. But I'm really proud that I could stick with it. And I think I just really took a look in the mirror and I figured out that this is what I had to do.
Sherelle,
Yes.
look at you. I mean, you just got so thin.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you look so healthy.
And full of energy, which is good.
Sherelle, you started at 240 pounds.
And now I'm 199.
Yes.
This process has really allowed me to grow. And granted, it has only been 90 days, but I feel like a new person. This is the first time I can honestly say that I have done something without my sister leading and guiding me the whole way through. I am really, truly proud of myself. I really am, because I have been so codependent on other people for approval. And now I don't care. I am who I am, and I am loving it.
Come here, come here.
I usually look up to Jamila because she's my older sister, but now she's looking up to me as a role model, and she said that she's going to try her best to do this journey with me.
And look at this mom here. Woo. Right? I mean, you look great.
I feel comfortable in my own skin for the first time in 50 years.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And how much weight have you lost?
41 pounds.
That's incredible. You started a little over 200, right?
203.
And you're
162.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
Brianna,
Yes.
what weight did you start at?
Started at 230.
And what are you today?
I'm at 199.
Right? Just
there.
Well done.
There's a physical difference in your weight, but to me, I can see that there's been some weight lifted emotionally.
I still go home and I'm tired, but I'll be like, hey, you're still an athlete today. Let's go do something athletic. And I'll go to the gym or go for a walk.
And have you ever finished one of those and felt bad?
No, I feel sexy after. This journey definitely, in terms of emotions, it's opened me up quite a bit. I think it's probably really good for me to let myself feel things instead of trying to hide it with food. I'm not doing that anymore. So the big fat truth for me is that I need to be honest with myself. It's just as simple as that.
All 5 of you started in the 200s, and I have never had this happen, where all 5 of you finished in the 100s. You know, as a teacher, an honoree of a teacher. It's been incredible to have the 5 of you as students because everybody did exactly what they were supposed to. They spent time looking inward, which changed themselves outward, which changed the weight on the scale, which was one of your goals. So mission accomplished. Little, you know, teacher group hug maybe would be good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You got
We did it, guys.
Now get out of my classroom. I have an apple to eat.
It's summer. Flip a table. Let's go.